The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, has sparked outrage in his home state of Abia following his declaration that Alex Otti would be unseated in 2027 by whatever means. Kalu, in a video footage of his media interview, had declared that Otti would be the last Labour Party governor in Abia. He boasted that as Nigeria's number 6 citizen, he would not sit by and allow an opposition party to control Abia. The Deputy Speaker further stated that Abia must be taken over by his own party, the APC, though he confessed that I do not know how it will happen. But while his comments have set off the alarm bell in Abia, a fellow member of the House of Representatives from Abia, Honorable Obi Agwocha, has fired a salvo at Kalu, saying that his comments smacked of ignorance, of arrogance and power drunkenness. Agwocha, who represents Ikwano, Umuahia North, Umuahia South Federal Constituency, in a statement on Monday told the Deputy House Speaker to perish the thoughts of unseating Otti come 2027. As a federal lawmaker on Labour Party platform, Agwocha said that he was shocked by Kanu's open declaration of Abia State becoming an APC state in 2027, upbraiding him for displaying indiscretion in his quest for national political relevance. All right, I'll start with you, Mr. Vincent, concerning the outburst or the statement that generated an outrage and a backlash by Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, concerning the seat, the governorship seat of Abia State, and that he wishes to upturn the Labour Party ticket there to be an APC occupant come 2027. And he received a backlash from a Labour Party House of Reps member also, insisting that there was no vacancy in Abia State's government house. And
come 2027.
I want to understand, being that it was always the birthright per se, it has always been the birthright of the PDP until it was overturned by the Labour Party. Do you think that the Labour Party has now claimed it as a birthright, or it will still follow a suit as what happened with the PDP?
Well, first and foremost, I always insist that the Southeast states or the Southeast landscape in Nigeria is the most democratic, you know, as far as democracy coming to stay in Nigeria is concerned. You know, like I always repeat once more that that is across the Southeast. You see the major political party, the 4 of them, Labour Party, the APC, PDP, and ABGA, all represented in one state or the other across the landscape of the Southeast. Now, we are talking about the fortunes of Labour Party, you know, going into the future, especially as concerns the 2027 elections.
Exactly.
Now, today, you know, by, let me say, fortune smile on them, they were able to reclaim Abia State from the People's Democratic Party. And, you know, it is in public domain that the poor performance of the PDP and the ability of the Labour Party to capitalize on the situation of Nigeria, you know, and then the works and doing of the obedience and in the face of the Labour Party in the last election enabled Alex Otti and his party, the Labour Party, to clinch that state. Now, having been in control in the administration of governance in that state, then Labour Party, you know, should be looking into the future with optimism. But that is not without the attendant challenges. For instance, it has been generally appraised that Alex Otti and his administration is doing fairly well. You know, in some domain, we are even hearing that this is the first time that Abia State is enjoying good governance as far as the delivery of dividend of democracy is concerned in that state. So, if we are looking at that, then we can say that the Labour Party should be coasting to victory in 2027. But the question is, the other political parties, especially the PDP that state was wrestled away from their grip, are they going to lie low and allow Labour Party to pay freely. So there's a big question for the Labour Party itself to answer.
Okay.
Then the APC, you know, we have the person of Ojus Okalo is a senator. Then we have the person that is claiming that is number 6 citizen of the country. You know, we cannot write
claiming to, or he is?
No, he is actually.
Okay.
You know, he is actually.
Okay.
Why I say claiming to is because of the general failure of leadership. Because instead of him to be bickering about 2027 as it were, he should be talking about, you know, his call to duty. Why his people, you know, per se, sent him to represent them at the federal level, and not to be talking about how the APC will take over leadership of that state from, how Alex Otti will not return as the governor of that state, how Labour Party will be. This is the last time Labour Party will have the opportunity of holding sway in that state. So they themselves, being the APC, they will also be gearing up to see how they can, you know, repeat the feat of the Labour Party. Okay. You know, by whatever means. You can see he is not even sure. You know, he's not even telling us that they have better, you know, governance for the people. Okay. But he's just there telling us that it does not have to happen. But, you know, kind of it must happen. And that it is not funny, you know, to the ears of the neutrals. Okay. You know, that he will be boasting like that come what may, his own party, the APC, is going to take over from the Labour Party come 2027 in that state. Okay,
okay, fair enough. Andy Akpotife, yeah, I want you to look at it from this perspective, being that number 6 man, yes, they are not in power. The Labour Party is in charge, but the number 6 man came out from that same environment. It has to involve a lot of clout, political clout, to be able to destabilize the Labour Party from that zone to get a deputy speaker of the House of Representatives. And secondly, there was a PDP member in the House of Assembly of Abia State that had won his election and won even in court, but the Speaker of the House of Assembly refused, for reasons best known to him, to swear him in, and over almost half a year or more than that, and until he was pressurized to do the right thing. And the governor sat aloof in doing that while this was happening. Having these two situations where you have an APC stalwart in that same mix, and don't forget that Ojus Okalo is also there in that mix, and having a biased House of Assembly, is Labour Party the political Jerusalem for Abia State, or can they be upturned? Can they be thwarted? Can they be overridden in Abia State?
Okay, so first off, we are operating under certain kinds of assumptions. Okay. First off, we are assuming that elections actually take place in Nigeria. We are assuming that it is the wishes of the people that reflects in who becomes a governor, a senator, House of Representative member, or, if you may,
chairman,
local government chairman, the president of the country. That assumption is indeed very erroneous, because by my reckoning, the wishes of the people is not what throws people into position of authority in our country, but an aggregation of what the system, what the establishment permits. And when I say an aggregation of what the establishment permits, sometimes some people are tempted to say, Andy, are you therefore saying that Nigerians do not vote? And let me make it abundantly clear. If you ever thought that you as a Yinka, you as an Adamu, you as an Akpotife, that your vote is what necessitates who becomes what in this country, you are already in dreamland and you are very politically naive. Because the establishment, when I speak about the establishment, I'm speaking about the judiciary. When I speak about the establishment, I'm speaking about the entire armed forces, the DSS, the military, the police, civil society,
When I speak about the establishment, I'm speaking about what you call the structure, the agberos that are on the streets, the egbe wagers, like we say in Delta State. When I speak about the establishment, I'm speaking about those non-state actors that have been empowered and emboldened by politicians. They're the ones that determine who becomes what in this country. That's why you would find that in Edo State, the person who is even flying the flag of APC, he has not been speaking.
It's not known.
He has not been speaking. He has not been addressing anything. And Dr. Shomole has been speaking and saying everything about him. The system of APC has been giving him favor and firing him on to the extent that he could swear that once the election took place, he was going to become the governor of Edo State. This is what is the truth across the political landscape and firmament of Nigeria. Therefore,
does that still place OT in that same category?
Absolutely, I'm going there.
All right.
If you would notice the undercurrents in what this man is saying, he's simply saying, OT, if you do not port from Labour Party to APC, the establishment will come strong against you. And even if the people intend that you become, the establishment will thwart it. This is the reality. Obasanjo was once quoted as saying that PDP was going to be in power for how many years? If you have forgotten.
100 years.
And across the divide, look at in Lagos State. What do you think if a Fashola, had the same Fashola, if he had emerged under a PDP, do you think he would have won the election? The same Fashola who was a revolutionary in Lagos State. By my reckoning, no governor from Tinubu up until this time has outperformed Fashola. By my reckoning, it doesn't matter how you want. I was in Lagos when Bola Tinubu was the governor. I was in Lagos when Fashola was the governor. And I understand the dynamics and everything. It speaks to the fact that there are certain entrenched interests within Lagos State that will not permit you, whether you went to Harvard and you have the magic wand to be able to translate, Lagos State from what it is to, the Uhuru destination. It didn't matter so long as you were not a part of their entrenched system. You will not be able to imagine. This is what is reflective across the political landscape, including in my state, Delta State. If the person who ran as the gubernatorial candidate of APC had been in PDP, the system, the entrenched system that ensures that only those who say yes sir to the authorities and to the establishment emerge, that system would have made him emerge. So what is happening today is not novel, it's not new to some of us. I have said as soon as I saw this, I posted in a political platform that I belong to, that watch it. Unless OT is about to port. And this is the reality. There is enough pressure on him, there will be enough pressure on him that if he did not port, he will see the handwriting on the wall very clearly that the establishment will be used against him.
Oh, but just to chip in there, are you trying to say that no political party is immune from non-state actors and their backyard dealings in politicizing?
Not well. Do you even have political parties as the word is in Nigeria? I have argued that the major political parties in Nigeria, their foundation was put there by known players, the likes of the Bola Ige. The same manifesto, the same political structure that you have with PDP, you have with the then AD. It has translated to APC. You find that there are sediments that you found in PDP inside APC. Otherwise, why do you have political party that you cannot clearly say that these are the askings, these are the manifestos, these are the priorities of this party? Like you would see everywhere else in the world, you knew what the conservatives stood for. You knew what the Labour Party stood for. You knew what Democrats stood for. You knew what Republicans stood for. What do they stand for? What APC, for instance, what do you know that they stand for? You will see that APC is pursuing free education, PDP is pursuing free education. You will see that APC is pursuing giving food, distributing palliative to people. PDP in River State is calling empowerment, delivering a keke, delivering vehicles. They are doing one and the same. Nothing insults the intelligence of those who know. Nothing is more nauseous than that. Of recent, I was even saying that I thought that this new CTC, I mean, what do they call it, CTC chairman, who came, were going to be different because we had a lot of young people amongst them.
Exactly.
But they are doing the same thing, the same formula.
Even worse.
They are saying they are doing empowerment. They are buying Tokubo vehicles for people and they are calling it empowerment. It speaks to the fact that we are still groping in the dark as far as it concerns what indeed political parties should be resting on. What is sustaining our political parties in Nigeria? What are the ethos? What are the common threads that you found, running from the top to the bottom of each political party, that if you wanted to belong to them, you understood that because this is my kind of person, this is where I should belong. You cannot find any of such. All the political parties are a mismatch of one and another. Today, if APC did not favor you, what you are looking for is how to quickly pot. We even hear that in River State, the government is they are looking at how to pot to APP. Movement. It speaks to the fact that where your bread is better buttered, that's where you are going to go. And once Alex Otti notices, like a lot of the people who won the election under Labour Party, have you found that some of them are already potting and moving to APC? Once he notices, he's going to move, and nothing will change it.
Okay. Let's sample this